Friends, today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is the fourth chapter, reproductive health. In last chapter we have studied about the reproductive system of a human being. But now a closely related subject that is known as reproductive health, which we are going to discuss in the same video. See, now what do you mean by reproductive health? Reproductive health, that means it comes in our mind, or we think about that all the reproductive organs must be healthy, the person must be reproductive healthy. That means it is concerned with the reproduction. It is not quite so. See, reproductive health means the health of a person in all the aspects which are reproduction related or sex related. According to WHO, that is the World Health Organization, reproductive health means a complete well-being in all the aspects of reproduction. Not only reproduction, see, all the aspects leading to reproduction, that is mental, physical, social, behavioral, etc. So, according to WHO, a reproductive health means a complete or total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is physical, emotional, behavioral, social, etc. Now, which things can construct a reproductive healthy society? The description is also given below. If you observe on the notice board, that is board. A society with people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs and normal emotional and behavioral interactions among them in all sex-related aspects might be called a reproductive healthy society. That means the society must have different kinds of people which are reproductive healthy. And reproductive healthy means mentally healthy, physically healthy, socially healthy, and they are having healthy interactions between them. So now we move towards a next topic. Which are the problems, which are the tasks which are being implemented for construction of a reproductive healthy society as well as reproductive healthy nation? Now we know that, friends, India, our country, is among the few countries who initiated to construct a reproductive healthy society and to achieve that as a national goal. In 1951, that means after the independence of our country, in 1951, different kinds of programs to attain reproductive health as a national goal. A family planning term, a program known as family planning, was initiated in 1951. Later on, some more wider areas are being added into it. Initially, the family planning was limited for a reproductive life, that means healthy reproductive life only. We too, our too, that means hum do, hamare do, like slogans were incorporated in those days, that is in 1951. But later on, wider and wider, more and more areas are being added into it, and that is nowadays it is a wider subject which is called reproductive and child health care, RCH. Now, what are the tasks which are being implemented or carried out in RCH program? The first one is creating awareness for a reproductive healthy life. Second, prepare reproductive healthy society. This is the main aspect. These are the main goals or tasks which are being performed in RCH program. Now, what can be done to enhance the program areas? What are the steps are being taken by government and non-government organizations for reproductive healthy society and to create awareness among the people? See, Audiovisual, that is television, radio, etc. Print media, those are newspapers. Governments and NGOs, they are planning, they are creating awareness, they make advertisement, they give advertisement, they give different kinds of lectures online, right now on social media also, like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc., or webinars. And they try to create awareness among the people for reproductive health in life, to prevent, to become record for some of the social awareness also. Governments and NGOs along with parents, friends, family friends, relatives and teachers. Teachers means especially all the teachers, but especially the biology teacher. They can play an important role to create an awareness among the people, among the young age group. Now, which are the steps which can be taken, that is, which can be implemented to create a reproductive healthy society? The first one is introduction of sex education in study. That means from the standard 6th or 8th, our government of India started an initiative that to implement the sex education at a national level process, curriculums. Second, this can encourage the students to disbelieve in myths and misconceptions about reproductions. Third, information about reproductive organs, hygienic reproductive organs, or hygiene about reproductive organs can be incorporated in the young age group. Adolescence. Adolescence is what? It is nothing but a transitional period between the childhood and adulthood. During adolescence, various physical as well as mental changes occur, and the persons which are entering into the puberty or adolescence, they are not aware of these kind of changes. That means what they do, they become depressed, they become distracted, and so that the information about adolescence or puberty must be also given to the students. Third thing, hygienic sexual practices. That means the washing of reproductive organs, cleaning of reproductive organs during bathing, and during coitus, hygienic condition must be maintained. These are all the things which can be studied, which can be given importance in RCH programs, as well as information about STD, sexually transmitted diseases. Which diseases? Which are infectious diseases, and they can be spread by the sexual interaction or coitus. Some of the known or maximum spread diseases are syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis, and then AIDS, we know very well, vaginalis, etc., or trichomoniasis, like that. And last but not least, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So these are the tasks, these are the goals which are going to be achieved under RCH program. Got it, friends? Yes. Now, what we can do or what can be done in this program, or the government and non-government organizations are putting pressure on which of the aspects or which of the points. The first one, educating fertile couples or the persons who are in the marriageable age, that means who are entered into puberty or adolescence, about birth control options. That means after marriage, up to some of the time, conception or conceivedness not going to be achieved. Educating fertile couples, that is the persons which are in the marriageable age or which have passed, who have passed the puberty or adolescence, we can teach them, we can educate them about the available birth control options. That means various kinds of barriers, various kinds of contraceptives can be used to prevent the birth of a child soon after marriage. Second, care of pregnant mothers, and that is called prenatal care. Along with it, postnatal care. Postnatal care, that means after delivery, care of a mother, care of a child, that is after delivery. That also is very important. Breastfeeding, the importance of breastfeeding, that means we know that in last lesson we have studied that the breastfeeding is very much important. Initially it is known as colostrum, the lactation is known as colostrum, and it is having plenty of antibodies to provide immunity and to provide the acquired immunity to the developing fetus or developing child. Then equal opportunity for male as well as female child. See, some of us think that we want son, not daughter. See, sons or daughter, male or female child, they are both having equal importance. You cannot just love your son, and you cannot neglect your daughter. It is not quite so. Jhansi Ki Rani was also a female. Right? Kiran Bedi is also a female. Susma Swaraj was also a female. So there are equal opportunities. That means we have to move towards the society in which the equal opportunity must be provided to male as well as female child. That means we have to keep in our mind and we have to educate the people, each and every people, about the same thing. Then, again, to prevent us from destructing our life or reproductive health, what can be done? See, awareness of problems due to population explosion. We have to educate them about the contraceptives, and along with it, we have to make them aware about the effects of population explosion or uncontrolled population growth. We can teach them or we can explain them about sex abuse and sex-related crimes. And because of that, because of this kind of knowledge, they can and we can, the society can take necessary steps to prevent them. Right now, see, some of the things that we have to keep in our mind, that in nowadays, right now, we have to develop a society which must be healthy in all the aspects. And only reproductive healthy society or a healthy society can build a healthy nation. So how can we implement these things? How can we implement the next steps, few steps or next strategies? So a strong infrastructural facilities are required. Professional expertise is also required. And third one is the material support through which we can enhance the health of our country and the citizens. That means there are few areas in which various kinds of researches are going on. We have to develop new vaccines. We have to take care of mothers, adults, and the last but not the least, the newborns. That means we have to decrease the death ratio. We have to increase the healthy female, healthy males, healthy citizens of our country. We have to develop a society in which all the citizens are very much aware of their duties and their devotion towards the nation. Now, what can be done? That means we can provide medical assistance in sex-related problems. Various kinds of sex-related problems, sexually transmitted diseases are there. Delivery is also there. That means that medical termination of pregnancy is also there. We have to provide medical assistance in all the aspects to the people. Second, we can put a statutory ban on amniocentesis. Now, what is amniocentesis? See, amniocentesis is a kind of process in which, that means in past few days, in which a little amount of amnion is a kind of fluid, it is taken surrounding the fetus and it is diagnosed with the future different kinds of irregularities or chromosomal aberrations. That means, see, amniocentesis was required to again to change the people. That means we can ask the people that this kind of fetus is having this kind of chromosomal aberrations, and in future these kind of characteristics can be seen in the child. So we can conclude or we can determine that we have to give birth to the child or not, or we have to terminate it during fetal stage. But the amniocentesis was also used to determine the sex of a developing fetus. So it is not so. It is unacceptable. So putting statutory ban on amniocentesis. Second, we have to provide massive child immunization. That means vaccination to each and every child of the nation can be done in this aspect. Amniocentesis was also required to determine the future diseases like hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, Down syndrome, etc. But now it is completely under ban. Now friends, we have to talk that which are the adverse effects of population explosion or uncontrolled population growth. Just think about two families. One family is having its family number 4, that means 4 persons are there in a single family. Mother, father and 2 children. Another family is having 10 people, that means mother, father and 8 children. Can you give me an answer that in which family the parents can attain their children the best? That means the children can get whatever they want in the best way. Yes, typically it is the first family. Why it is so? Because hum do hamare. That is only 2 children are the best. Yes, that is the slogan which was provided by RCH programmation. So, that means we are coming on the topic that population explosion and birth control. In 1900, the population of the world was 1 million. In 2000, it became 6 million. And in 2011, it became 7.2 million. This is not population growth, it is called population explosion. At the time of independence in 1947, the population of India was 310 million. See. In 1951, it was around 350 million. In 2000, it was 1 billion, and in 2011, it was 1.2 billion. And in 2020, it is around 1.36 billion. 1.36 billion. So can it is called population explosion? Yes, it is right. Right now, the population growth rate of India is around 2%. And that is a kind of thing that the whole population of India can be doubled in just 25 to 30 years. So what are the adverse effects of population explosion? Can you imagine? We cannot imagine. See. And what are the reasons of this kind of population explosion? First one, increased birth rate, and second, decreased mortality rate or death rate. Days of normal humans, days of mothers, and days of children. Days of mothers, that is called maternal mortality rate, and days of children, that is infants, is known as infant mortality rate. So, there is decrease in death rate, increase in birth rate leads to population expansion. To decrease the population growth rate or to decrease the population explosion rate, in reproductive or child health care and family planning, in both kind of programs, the different kinds of slogan are given. The first slogan, "Hum do, hamare do." That means mother, father, and 2 children in a family. But nowadays, the urban people, which are having too much stress because of their jobs, because of their lifestyles, they are following one child norm. That means mother, father, and they are going to raise a single child. And that means that it will decrease the size of a family, and so then the rate of population growth will also be decreased. To decrease the population growth rate, the society has to follow some kind of procedures, and one of them is known as the use of different kinds of contraceptives. Different kinds of contraceptives and the feature of an ideal contraceptive device. What is that? What is known to be an ideal contraceptive device? An ideal contraceptive device should be user-friendly. That means it is not quite sure. That means we have to provide an education how to use the contraceptive device. It must be user-friendly, ready to go. Second, it must be easily available. It can be easily available, must be in the local market. Third one, it must be effective. And fourth one, it must be reversible. That means when you are using the contraceptive, you can prevent the birth of a child. You can control the birth rate of a child. But when you stop using it, you can again be fertile in nature. That is known as reversible. With no or least side effects. Generally, most of the contraceptive devices are having no side effects. But few of them, like some of the pills are there, because of the inhalation of those pills, either hiccups or vomiting sensations are there. But those are limited for limited time only, and that is known as least amount of side effects. And secondly, the ideal contraceptive also should in no way interfere, no way harm the sexual drive of a people, desire of a person, and or the sexual act of a user. That means it will not harm the sexual drive or sexual act or sexual feeling of a user, and that is known as an ideal contraceptive device. In the market or nowadays, different kinds of contraceptive methods are available. Those are known as type of contraceptives. The first one is a natural or traditional contraception. We are going to discuss the same thing in a wider angle in next lecture. The second one is barrier method, using of various kinds of barriers which will prevent the sperm to meet the ovum. Third one, IUD, intrauterine devices, the devices which are going to be kept in the uterus of female. The fourth one, oral contraceptives, those are known as pills or tablets. The fifth one, injectables or implants. Implants are nothing but this kind of surgical process in which the implants or the things are going to be kept in the body of a person. And sixth one, surgical methods. That means either tuberculosis or vasectomy, either vas deferens of of a male or oviduct of a female is cut and it is tied like that. So this was all about the preface, we can say the preface of chapter number 4, reproductive health. And now in the next lecture we are going to discuss about all the types of various contraceptives on a wider angle.